Hey guys, I'm Jakalo, and I want to bear witness to the good that V does, and hopefully this can help some of you guys as well make that decision on what's best for you. But I started working with V in June 2023. At first, we just kind of made contact because I had been watching his videos, his Pokemon content since I want to say like 2018 to 2019, but I finally reached out to him in 2023. When I had been going through a very dark time in my life where I was very depressed and anxious, and I wasn't really feeling good about myself at all. Like really at one of those very low points, probably one of the lowest points I've ever been in. I had been trying all kinds of things to help me, to help myself, because I wasn't able. I was struggling and not living up to my desires and my goals that I was setting. Not wasn't like I wasn't even like putting much effort into going after them. That was the main thing, because it was like I have all these goals, I have all these desires, things I like to do, things I like to accomplish, but it seems as though anytime I set the intention and then go after it, it's like, why don't I feel like doing it? Or why does it feel like I'm lifting weight, like I'm lifting a boulder over my head just to do something that I say I want to achieve, and feeling like as if I can't really do it. And then that compounded over a period of about 4 years till before I reached out to him. But that was kind of the cycle I had been going through: setting a goal, not completing it, or just stopping once I got started, or making some progress and then just stopping. And it got to the point where like I couldn't even trust the words that came out of my own mouth, and like even the desires that I had to like help other people, because I was doing a lot of research on like self discovery, and I was like reading a lot of books and just like listening to a bunch of lectures and stuff, and like was feeling very enlightened, and I had a lot of knowledge that I was learning, and I was like, holy crap, like dude, if people knew this stuff, like their lives would be changed overnight. But even I myself, like I said, I would live up to it for maybe so long, and then like I would just fall off and just get so hard on myself about it, to the point where like I would be basically telling myself like I can't do it anymore, like I'm unworthy. I'm feeling so guilty about knowing better and not doing better. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't even trust the words that come out of my own mouth, because like I'm not living up to this stuff myself, and me trying to tell somebody else about how good it is, and like how enlightening it is, like I wasn't living up to it. So, but that went on for about 4 years, and it got so bad that I want to say I maybe had like, I believe I had about three depressive episodes that lasted for like months. And I want to say on that most recent, no, that was the second one. The second one was when I first made contact with Jam, and he had guided me to look into some content from Joe Dispenza, and because I couldn't afford to work with him at the time because I wasn't working, and that really empowered me, studying Dr. Joe's work, and like gave me a lot of like answers to what I was needing help with, like feeling lost, like not knowing why I was continually doing those same things. And so I made some big gains then, But I still ended up falling back and like kind of getting in that same mindset of like, nothing's working. Like I'm still doing the same behaviors. Like I don't know what's going on. So I reached out to V in about June or July of this year, 2024, and he helped me, or he supported me to really uncover those gray areas. However, we had two sessions. The first session, we ended up going into what I thought was hindering me, but that's not what was hindering me, which is interesting. Now I'm reflecting on this, but I thought what was hindering me was because I was masturbating, watching pornography, and overeating whenever I would get like really stressed or anxious, and come to find out that's not what was hindering me. What was hindering me was like not having a sense of direction or duty in my life. And those videos that I played in the beginning were I played those so that you guys could see like how blessed I've been growing up and like the privileges I've had. But even despite those privileges, like this was something that I like was not aware of, and like how serious it was to my well-being as a man in general, because I didn't have a sense of duty or responsibility for my life. Despite all that self-knowledge and truth that I had come to learn about, that was the one thing that I didn't I wasn't aware of. Was like I'm a man and like I don't have like I'm not taking any responsibility. I don't have any duties. That growing up, like just growing up, like all the way up through high school and even till recently, like I haven't had much of really any responsibility. My father and my mother separated, but my father was the one that was trying to teach me how to be a man, and my mother would not say nice things about him, or you know like jabs at him, or like I don't have to listen to him, that kind of stuff, and she would spoil me. So I had adopted and believed that like my dad is a source of negativity. Like he never lets me do what I want to do. I always have to do all this hard stuff and stuff I don't want to do, stuff I don't like to do. And while my mom is giving me all this joy and pleasure and happiness that I want to experience, so I ended up filtering my dad out. So even though my dad had custody over me, I never really heard him, if that makes sense. I never heard him. So like all the things he was trying to teach me over time and the lessons, like none of that registered at all. So, and my mother didn't teach me any of that stuff. And so now I'm coming to find out that a lot of that internal turmoil that I was having was because I wasn't, in harmony with part of my purpose, which I'm a man, I'm male, so it's it's an intrinsic characteristic of a male to be a provider, to be dutiful, to have functionality, to be valuable in the sense of being able to be reliable or dependent on for something that needs to be done, things like that. And like I was like, what? When I read it, I was because V gave me a book to read, and in the book, The Man's Creed, I'm reading this and I'm like this makes so much sense. Like a male generations past would get prepared as he's growing up into a man. He would follow the men around. He would hunt with the men. He would learn these things, and then after a certain point, he would have to go prove himself to be worthy to be a man of that tribe or village by going out into the wilderness on his own and coming back alive, and having to go battle the unknown in the wilderness, proving himself worthy. And I read that and I was like, what? I was like, this is literally speaking to me, and I'm like wow. but that's what helped me make the transition from where I was being taken care of by my parents for all these years. You know, again, not having to really work, like not really having to work, encouraged to work, but I really didn't have to. And you know, just being able to stay in my room and play video games all day, uh, and like telling them that like I'm working on me, like, you know, I just need time. I'm working on me, and like saying I'm figuring it out, but I need more time. But like I'm still not doing anything. Like I, it's something looking back at this, man. Like wow. But and not realizing that like I was the one that needed to change this whole time. Like I vaguely knew, but I just wasn't sure like what I was supposed to be doing. Like I always felt like what do I need to do? That was my thing. Like what am I supposed to do right now to make me feel like the way that I want to feel or achieve this? Like what do I need to do so that I can stop procrastinating? What do I need to do? Like that's kind of what I got to the point of because I was getting so frustrated. Because again, for about 4 years, just like how I was just describing my life, it was repetitive. So like you can imagine like how that affected my sanity. And I got to the point where I was like, dude, like what do I need to do? Because like I can read all this enlightening stuff, but like bro, like it's just not. I'm not. I'm missing something. So I reached out to V, and you know, he resonated with me heavily because some of the things that I had studied, like I said, when I was going on that journey of self-discovery, uh, he was like spitting things back in his videos about like kind of on that, and I was catching it. I was like, huh, this guy knows something, and like he definitely knows something. So you know, I eventually reached out to him, and uh, this year, 2024, is when I finally made a boot camp session with him. So again, that was the one that we. Oh yeah, I think I just went on that. We had just went over the masturbation, the pornography, and the overeating stuff. But we realized that yeah, that wasn't the core, and we had to go deeper. I think I said that in this video because I had to make two of these. But so we made another. So I booked another session with him about a month ago almost because I was like I want to go deeper, man. Because you know I got a lot out of the first one, but I feel like there's still like some trauma or something that I'm not aware of. So I said I want to go deeper, man. And so we have been going through it, but it's been wonderful. What it's been changing, like the things, the feedback that I've been getting externally, like outside of me, just like by the reactions of other people and like the way, um, I would just say the universe is responding to my internal changes, like showing me signs that I'm on the right way, or I'm going the right way. One of those happens to be me being in my own place for the first time in my life. Still setting it up, but yeah, this is my own place after being quote unquote sheltered. You know, letting my mother take care of me for since I've been out of high school, so that's what 5 years, a little more than 5 years, and even my dad too, because I stayed with him for a while. But yeah, this is my own place. I had to get out. That was the main thing that was calling me after I read that part in the Man's Creed about the young boys having to go prove themselves. I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta put all the responsibility on me, and I need to. You know, I can't put my life in the hands of anybody else anymore. And so here I am. And yeah, but again, if you guys are looking to work with V, I highly recommend them. Um, I mean, you guys saw where I came from. Like, you guys saw the privileges that I had growing up, and it's like I don't know how you guys relate with that, but I can say for sure, like, it's more than just, yeah, having those privileges is definitely an advantage, but that's not the source of happiness for sure. It's definitely internal, and he's definitely helped me realize that. So, yeah, guys, y'all are in good hands.